This is California, and this is earthquake country. And we have a hillside house on a giant foundation, and we have 2 stories of house above us and another 2 stories behind that. And what we have here is a short little wall with a big opening for a door in it. And in this wall, we need a lot of strength, because in an earthquake, if the earth moves this way, this house has got to shift with it. The idea of a shear wall and the idea of lateral reinforcement is you drag the top of the house with the foundation. So there has to be good connection between the roof of the house and the foundation of the house. And if the foundation goes like this, the house has to be dragged with it. Because if it goes like this too much, the top of the house will just pancake down. And in this space right here, we have this big wall with this floor above us, but we have a big hole in that wall. That hole is for a door. Now, what happens when we put a door in a big wall? We reduce the lateral strength of that wall. So if we have a wide wall, in order for it to shift, we have to drag that whole wall with us. And in order for it to collapse, the whole thing has to collapse. Now imagine we have a much smaller wall. It is much easier for that smaller wall to collapse than it is for a bigger wall to collapse. The same is true when we take a big wall and we put a big hole in it, is that it's going to collapse. So how do we address that? Well, we address that through the use of strategic hold downs. And these hold downs attach to giant bolts that go down this wall on top of solid blocking and then down into the foundation below. But we see in this bolt right here, and this is an 1 1/8" diameter bolt. This bolt is this big. There is a lot of load going onto this one shear wall hold down. And we see these giant bolts right here that are attaching this bolt and this hold down to this frame. But what we see here is that they didn't actually run the bolt long enough. And we have maybe 2 threads in the nut on the end of this bolt. 2 threads is half as many or 1/3 as many as we actually need. We need about 6 threads of bolt going through that nut in order to have that nut and that bolt have the correct tension capacity to be used for this hold down. We see that that's not the case, which means that this is yet another example of a shear wall that isn't going to perform in an earthquake. Now, what happens if the door takes up the entire wall? Well, that's where moment frames come into play. And this is a moment frame. And this is what happens when you have a giant wall that goes 25 feet up that has nothing but windows, or specifically nothing but giant doors. This is a 14-inch wide flange metal beam, or an I-beam. And this thing is 90 pounds per foot. And this forms the entire lower part of this moment frame. And up above, we have 12-inch moment frame beams that are 88 pounds a foot. That up there is a 30-foot wide door. And we have 2 15-foot wide doors here. This whole beam will be wrapped in wood similar to this so that we can attach the rest of the wood structure to it. This is how we get really big openings in really critical walls. There's about 10,000 pounds of beam here, and all of this beam is required to hold this house up so that when the earth slides this way, these beams drag the rest of the house with it. This is all going to make sense when we see the final product, but right now, we're putting in a whole lot of steel and a whole lot of strength because we need it in order for this house to not fall down in an earthquake. And we'll see down here that we have a giant connection between this moment frame here and the concrete underneath it. And this connection is these giant bolts on top of a giant pad of concrete on top of a very, very thick piece of steel. And that thick piece of steel attaches this moment frame vertical and those horizontal pieces in this welded connection. And you see up here, this welded connection takes hours and hours and hours of really skilled welders to fill in that whole connection. This whole thing is welded in place. We need special inspectors to come in just to watch as the welders are welding these connections, because they're so important for the structural integrity of this whole entire house. This is a very expensive solution to a very beautiful problem of giant doors and amazing views. If you're interested in learning more about building science, hit subscribe as we show you how to build a better way.